Before the video starts, I gotta mention only 10.4% of you guys are subscribed to my channel. For the 89.6% of those who are not subscribed, please turn the red subscribe button and turn the notification bell so when a new video is uploaded, you will be notified. Right then. And if you enjoyed the review, here please press that like button. And now let's get into Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and review and enjoy the video. Hi guys, Nick here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and the beginning of the movie takes place 6 months after the fall of Jurassic World, and rest of the movie is going to be taking place 3 years after the fall of Jurassic World, and same with Come to Cretaceous, because Come to Cretaceous takes place before this movie took place. Took place at the same time as the beginning of the movie. Hey, spoiler alert to anybody who hasn't seen Come to Cretaceous yet. Out there and go see Come to Cretaceous on Netflix to watch probably what I'm talking about. How then? And now let's get into a review. The movie starts with the two guys in a submarine heading into the Jurassic World lagoon at Isla Nublar, and they're looking for the Indominus Rex skeleton to get one of the rib bones to make a new hybrid dinosaur that's going to be appearing later on in this movie. And they got her bone and got her to the surface, and the muscle is got all right, and the guy on land was opening the gate and not closing the gate, and told the guys in the submarine to get out there, and then the T-Rex showed up, which was wrong. Was it shown in episode 9 of Come to Cretaceous? It's from a different angle, and it shows how the T-Rex in that show shows how the T-Rex got to Main Street while the mercenaries were there. And the T-Rex got led by the Come to Cretaceous compass, which they didn't know all the time, and the T-Rex chased the guy in the Willow rain jacket all the way to the Jurassic World lagoon, and got jumped into the water and successfully got away from the T-Rex after not hearing back from Marine 1, and got eaten by the Mosasaurus, and they got the Indominus Rex rib bone, and jumped forward 3 years, and the news radio is talking about the eruption, and that's going to be happening on Isla Nublar by the volcano called Mount Sibo, and she says the volcano is going to be cutting off the last remaining dinosaurs. As I think that means that there's not going to be much stuff on Site B if we're going to do Isla Sona in Dominion. And then I got to see Ian Malcolm in this movie again, after a few years. And he wants all the dinosaurs to be killed off by the volcano, upset some people, but he explained why he wants all dinosaurs to be extinct again, and got to Claire, who has a new job, and her boss of a new company called the Dinosaur Protection Group, and they're trying to save all the dinosaurs from being taken out by the volcano, and they saw the news, and the guy on the news said there isn't going to be any action taken towards the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar, and wants all of them to be taken out by the volcano. And we also see two new little characters called Zia and Franklin, and they work for Claire at the Dinosaur Protection Group, and then Claire got a call from a place called Waltwood Manor, and you see here a person that used to work with John Hammond named Benjamin Lockwood, and Claire was driven to Lockwood's estate and met up with Vienna Mills, other new character, which was name dropped by Dr. Wu in season 3, episode 9, Come Crustaceous, and he's gonna be the main bad guy of the movie here, and we're gonna see that also later on in the movie, and he wants Claire's help to get the dinosaurs of Newborn, along with Blue the Velociraptor, and Mills has got a Claire to get Owen, who is also coming back for the movie, and Claire went to see Owen, who is making a cabin in the middle of the woods, which we're going to see in Dominion based on both trailers of the upcoming movie, and they went to get a drink, and we're having a conversation how Owen left Claire because as we're talking about not letting her drive her RV for 5 minutes, and Claire told Owen that Blue is alive, and she wants him to go with her to save Blue, and Owen doesn't want to do that, and Claire was a little bit annoyed, and said to her that he was on the manifest and has chartered for Isla Nublar, and Owen was in his RV watching a video of him working with the raptors when they're babies, back when Jurassic World was a fully functional theme park, and Owen changed his mind and went with Claire, and she introduced him to Zia and Franklin, who's scared of being on a plane, and they got to Nublar, and we see a little girl named Maisie Lockwood, and her babysitter, her named Iris, and went to get her to see her grandpa, her Benjamin Lockwood, and they talked a little bit, and we meet a new character, which is also going to be a bad guy in the movie, named Ken Wheatley, and he's the one who's doing the rescue of the dinosaurs to be taken out of Nublar, and Franklin is asking if the T-Rex has to be dead, and she told him that it's impossible to know of the max lifespan of a cloned dinosaur in the environment, and Franklin still asks a question about how if the T-Rex is still dead or not. And they went through what's left of Main Street. and they saw a Brachiosaurus, which Franklin thought was a T-Rex, and they saw the Brachiosaurus walking right through Main Street, and still continuing on to one of the buildings that has tracking systems of all of the chipped dinosaurs, and they need the code for her Blue, and they found her, and Owen, and Zia, and some of the mercenaries went to get Blue, and Owen's trying to regain her trust after 3 years of him being absent from Blue's life, and she got shot at by one of Reed's his darts, and got shot at by a guy with his gun, and while he's being eaten by Blue, and they turned out to be the bad guys, and Owen got mad and got shot by the dart and got unconscious, and Zia both had dart out because it was a bad kind of dart, and she told how Reed had how Blue's losing blood, and she's not going to make it, and they want her alive for what they're going to show later on in the movie, and they took Zia and Blue. Meanwhile, Franklin and Claire were locked up in the tracking center, and trying to get out, and meanwhile, Owen's gaining conscious, after being wrecked by a Triceratops, and he was getting the dinosaur, and Owen is trying to get away from the flowing lava that's coming up and destroyed melted the Jurassic Park upside down Jeep, and on fire, and regained conscious, and stood up and starting to get away from the lava, and Claire and Franklin were trying to open up the locked door, and it wasn't working until they opened up the tunnel, and there was a proximity alert, and it was one of the dinosaurs that was coming up on them, and Franklin still thinks it's going to be a T-Rex, but the T-Rex is a little bit too big to be in the tunnel, and it turns out to be a Barry Onyx, which wasn't shown in the Jurassic World 2015 movie, and it was shown in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 2, and I'm not sure if this is going to be one of the Barry Onyxes from Camp Cretaceous, and started to attack Claire and Franklin, who was trying to go up a ladder and to get away from Baryonyx, and lava was also coming down into the room, and they successfully got away from Baryonyx, and they saw the volcano starting to explode, and they saw Owen coming out of the jungle. It was saying one because there was an oncoming dinosaur stampede, and they got to the gyrosphere that was there, and Owen's about to get in until he saw a Carnotaurus, which also wasn't shown in the last movie. A Carnotaurus was shown in Camp Cretaceous, and I'm not sure. I don't think this Carnotaurus that they saw was the one from the first season of Camp Cretaceous, and he's about to attack Owen after having a fight with a Sinoceratops, and the Carnotaurus started to charge at Owen until the T-Rex came in and bit the neck of the Carno, and the T-Rex did his mighty war, and and started to get away from the volcano like the other dinosaurs were, and the drought through that Claire and Franklin one started to roll, and it went right off the cliff and right into the water, and Owen came to save them and got them out of the gyrosphere and got onto a beach on one side of Newport, and they saw that T-Rex being captured, or he got captured, and Owen told Claire and Franklin that Zia got captured and was a double cross, and they went to where they got for boat at to transfer the dinosaurs and off the island, and they successfully got off the island, and Owen, Claire, and Franklin successfully snuck onto the ship without anybody noticing, and they noticed there was a Brachiosaurus on the dock and coming towards them, and it was too late to save the dinosaur because they already left, and they had no time to get back to the dock to get the Brachiosaurus, and they had to watch it die on the island, and we see that Brachiosaurus has its two legs, and which was a reference to the Jurassic Park movie where he did that, and this was a pretty sad part in the whole movie, and we got to Eli Mills. He was talking to a guy named Mr. Aerosol, who's going to be helping him sell of dinosaurs, and Mizzy eavesdropped and went to tell Benjamin Lockwood, who he wasn't listening to her, and he told her that he's going to find out from Eli Mills, and you see Owen, Quail, and Franklin, and find Zia and Blue, and she told him that she's losing blood, and they need blood transfusion, and for Blue, and Claire told everybody that she knew how to do that, and Zia told them we need a dinosaur from on a carnivore with three fingers, and the one she had in mind was a T-Rex, and they got the blood from a T-Rex, and they thought they were going to get caught by the mercenaries, who wondered why the door was open, and they closed the door, which worked out for T-Rex, who was trying to war, and both Owen and Craig got out of there and got the blood, and back at Walker's estate, Macy went to that secret elevator that Eli Mills was in earlier, and they went to the secret underground basement, and to the secret underground lab, and saw some stuff in there, and a video talking about and showing that Owen's talking about the raptors and how they behave, and Blue shows more compassion, and because as she's a beta, and if you help her, you can get the raptors to do anything and listen to people, and we got to see Ian Mills talking to Dr. Wu, and they're talking about the new dinosaur that and Mills was talking about to the archon guy earlier, and the new hybrid dinosaur is going to be called the Indoraptor, and it's a hybrid cross between the previous hybrid, the Indominus Rex, and a velociraptor, which is going to be blue. And the Indoraptor that they currently have is a prototype, and Missy backed into the cage with an Indoraptor and got scared, and Eli Mills has taught her and locked her up in her room and told Iris to keep the door locked and keep Maisie in her room. And Iris told Mills that Benjamin Lockwood wants to see him, and because he got busted by Maisie, and to see Wood got saved by using the T-Rex blood, and she was gonna be okay, and they got back to the mainland in California, and they took all the dinosaurs to Lockwood Estate, and Benjamin Lockwood had got Eli Mills to call the police so it was a lot easier to hear the story from him, and he was about to call the police and told Lockwood that John Harmon was right. It was an unruly thing that Lockwood did, and he said he was the only guilty one there, and used a pillow to kill Benjamin Lockwood, and Maisie used the key to unlock her door and open a tiny bit to see there was a guard, and she decided not to go down the stairs, and went out the window and climbed alongside the house to get to her grandpa's room, and the auction buyers has arrived and started to do the auction, and both Owen and Claire got busted, and before they got out of the boat, Franklin pretended to be a deck crew guy, and moved on to Claire and Owen being caught by Wheatley, and that was the rest of the dinosaurs, and Ian Mills too. Then he never wanted to bring Claire into any of that along with Owen, and they just needed them to get the blue, and they left both Owen and Claire in the her dungeon area, and they started to do the auction, and with the fence dinosaurs, juvenile Allosaurus, and one of the people bought it, and we started to do the next one, the Ankylosaur, and we also did each other dinosaur, and figured out how to get out of the jail cell that we were in by having a sticky Moloch, other new dinosaur that we haven't seen in the previous movie, and again, headbutt stuff, just like the other dinosaur that one of the other headbutting dinosaurs that we've seen in the Lost World in Jurassic Park, and got Owen and Claire out of there, and Maisie found out that her grandpa is dead, and Ian Mills got Iris to resign her job of looking after Maisie, and Maisie took a picture that Lockwood had, and took a look at her mother, who looks exactly like her, and went down to the basement and met with Owen and Claire, and told them that Benjamin Lockwood is dead, and they snuck in and trying to stop the dinosaur auction, and they showed off the Indoraptor and told the buyers that the modifications are still being made, and the interrupted the showing off was a prototype, but nobody listened, and they want to buy the dinosaur, and Mills told also how to buy off, and Dr. Wu then and like that, and then Mills told him that we're going to make more, and Wu told him that, and so were they, which don't know what he's talking about. Maybe we're going to find that out in Dominion, and Owen and that to the elevator and use the sleeping model to headbutt everybody, and they all got out of there, and after the interrupter had sold, and Owen then wanted the Owen, Claire, and Macy then wanted the interrupter to leave his walk of the state, and then stopped it from getting out of the building, and we got out there, and we went in to see what the commotion is, and noticed the interrupter, and he said to the dancer he never saw the dinosaur on Newborn, and he made a mistake, and he was going in after he thinks he shot it, and made a mistake to go right into the cage, and left the cage unlocked, and the dinosaur pretended to be unconscious as well. And Luigi was trying to get one of its teeth to make a centerpiece for his dinosaur teeth collection, and he got his hand chewed right off by the interrupter, and he was getting eaten by the dinosaur while also sneaked around and got to where other people were, and he pushed one of them out of the way and started to scream, and the interrupter got out of its cage and tried to eat the people in the elevator until also trying to close the elevator door, and the interrupter had destroyed it and opened and got the door to open, and everybody there, and while Claire, Owen, and Maisie were about to leave, and Mills and two mercenaries got there to get Maisie, and told Claire Owen to leave, as they're going to look after her, and Mills told them that what Maisie actually is a clone of Lockwood's daughter, because of her being in a car accident, and had the Amber had some technology to bring her back, and that's why both Hammond and Lockwood had stopped being friends. And the interrupter came out of nowhere, and 8 of the mercenaries is most got out there, along with Claire, Maisie, and Owen, and meanwhile, all the scientist guys were in the lab, and getting everything out there, and Will had wanted them to bring the Indominus Rex sample to Mills. It was very valuable, and got Franklin to get some equipment for Blue, and his friend Zia to help him to get her blood, and she told him that there's a T-Rex blood in her body, and Franklin used one of the tranquilizer dots to knock Dr. Will unconscious, and this is the last time we see Will in this movie, and he's going to be in Jurassic World Dominion, and they both Franklin and Zia released Will and killed 2 of the mercenaries, who actually shot her as renovation gas, which is going to kill all the dinosaurs. We're not going to do anything about it. And Owen turns the power so they can hide in the dark from the Indoraptor. Zia and Franklin dive the power back on to try to save the dinosaurs, and Maisie, Claire, and Owen got attacked by the Indoraptor, who broke the glass, and the dinosaur had stabbed its claw into Claire's leg, and Maisie ran away and tried to hide from the Indoraptor, and she used her dominator to go right up to her room and hide under her covers from the dinosaur, and the dinosaur found her, and Owen went to find both of them, and Owen used a gun to shoot at the Indoraptor, and it wasn't working, and he got jammed, and Blue came in to fight the Indoraptor, and both both Owen and Maisie got to the roof, and the Indoraptor followed them to the glass roof, which was right over the Little Dinosaur Museum. And Craig used the red dot train to trick the Indoraptor to go at Owen, and Owen got out of the way, and the Indoraptor was about to fall to its death until it got onto the top of the roof and started to roar them, and Blue came in to save everybody and got the Indoraptor killed by impaling it on the skull of a Triceratops, and Blue left, and Zia and Franklin came in and got everybody to come to the basement to see the gas. He's starting to kill all the dinosaurs until they opened it up, and she was about to press the door that leads to outside, and Owen told her that if she pushes the button, and there's no going back, but Claire doesn't want the dinosaurs to be killed, and she also doesn't want the dinosaurs to be loose on the mainland, and decides to let the gas to kill all the dinosaurs until Maisie pushed the button, let them all out, and she told them why. It's because she said they're alive just like her, and Mills was about to leave with the Indominus Rex Whipbone, and the two mercenaries and him heard some noises coming from the basement, and all the dinosaurs got out and scattered all over northern California, and destroyed Mills's car, and Mills was about to grab the rib bone until the Carnotaurus and the T-Rex killed him and by eating him and ripping his leg apart, and kind of like what the T-Rex did in the original Jurassic Park movie to the goat, and the T-Rex again did its mighty war and stepped on the Indominus Rex Hunts's rib bone and went into the woods surrounding the Northwest Estate, and Maisie, Claire, Owen, and Franklin, and Zia went to see Blue and tried to bring her to a safe place, but Blue doesn't want to be locked up again, and wants to be set free, and Owen allowed her to do that, and she left, and we got to see Ian Malcolm again talking about what is happening in its wrong, and we see a T-Rex going into a zoo and roaring at the lion, which roared at her, and which leads to the prologue we see on YouTube. It being chased by some people in a helicopter, and you see the Mosasaurus, which got out of its paddock from the beginning of the movie, about to eat one of the surfers, and Ian Malcolm finished talking by saying, "Hey, welcome to Jurassic World," which was a reference to John Hammond saying to the original three actors, "Is welcome to Jurassic Park," and Owen Quayle music of pteranodons flying, and while they were driving, and one part of the movie finishes with Boo calling out to any other raptors is to make a new pact, and talk to the post-credit scene of the movie with some pteranodons as riding on the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas. And that's it for today's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom review. This Friday, I'm going to be reviewing Battle at Big Rock, Jurassic World short film. Saturday, I'm going to be doing builder review of the concept practice, his later set. And tomorrow, I'm going to be reviewing Chaotic Season 1, Episode 27. Thursday, I'm going to be reviewing, playing through Skylanders Sword Force Level 4. Sunday, I'm going to be reviewing Lego Legends of Chima Season 1, Episode 15. And stay tuned to all of those videos coming up. And also, stay tuned to Friday for my Jurassic World short film Battle at Big Rock review. And also like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell if you're new. Let's get this channel up to 100 subscribers. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my chaotic review. And peace.